here. Let's do that one. Was a good start. Hi everybody, how are you all? Sorry, I was just sorting out the list. Okay, so we've got VIP with All About Maine. Thank you for the donation. So we're already starting on the donation. So have got the free list though, as amazing fruits. Okay, so Aldona, Ms. Okay, Ritu. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Hi, All About Maine. I'm great, thank you. I hope you like my new cloth, which I will be using today once we sort of get it all. But funny, but it'll be fine. So yes, sort of getting there. That's for sure. OBY and SH. IH, sorry, SIH. E, and that's everything. I think we're getting there. Right, so this is the list. So VIP status, All About Maine. And then the free list will be Amazing Fruits, Aldona. Oops, sorry, Ms. Rack. I just put double S by accident. Ms. Rack, Ritu, Obu, and Sealy. Right, so just getting myself organized, just waiting for All About Maine's question. Oh, fire. You know that came just from the kettle? Oh no, it's my incense stick. 1 minute, just put this outside. Never done that before. Just from the incense. It's all right, I just shoved it outside. Oh God, that was a bit crazy. Never done that before. Luckily it's easy just to push off. Never ever done that before with my incense. Must be a particular smoky one. First I thought it was the kettle, but then I realized it was my incense. Thank you, my new cloth from KR Magic. It's a New Zealand company that I support. They've only just started to get tarot cloths in, so I got it. Right. Sorry, I had to do a bit of a jump. A bit of a freak out then. So let's get this here. What will be the outcome of my car accident? Are you talking about like insurance and stuff like that? Sorry. Okay, so the first one is the car accident. Now that's in regard, let's do this one first. So what will be the outcome of the car? Are you talking about the insurance and things like that? Yeah, okay, cool. No worries. So what's happening in regards to this? I'm going to use the Primordial Tarot. So just give me a minute here because, ooh, okay. 6 of Jewels. I felt very much, there's a lot of injuries. I felt like you gave a lot of you're giving a lot of yourself in regards to this situation. Sorry, you have to excuse the imagery on this. Luckily it's narrated, it's adults. Okay, so we've got 2 of mine. So you've got a lot of stuff going on there. Does feel like there's a lot of decisions to be made. Feels like you're giving, I do feel like you'll receive a lot. You'll receive something. So that's a really good thing with the 6 of Jewels. 6 of Jewels is like 6 of Pentacles. It does feel like you're going to get something, but there's still a lot of decisions to be made. I do feel like there's some decisions still to be made. 10 does feel like, yeah, it does feel like everything's going to come together. So in regards to insurance, I do think everything's going to be okay. I do feel like everything's sort of going to come together, so to speak. Yeah, it keeps getting like a gain. You've got the 9 here. So you've got the 6 where you receive stuff. There's still some decisions yet to be made in regards to the situation, but it does feel like everything's sort of coming together. It does feel like there's a financial gain to the situation. So I do think you're going to be okay insurance-wise. Here you get the sense of 4 of blood, which is like 4 of Swords. So it's that thing about being able to have that sense of taking some time out for yourself is going to be really important here. Remembering to sort of take a breath through it all as well. Take a breath. It's going to be okay, not to worry, not to stress. It's important that you sort of take some time out for you. Okay, so that's going to be a really important aspect here. So I think overall with your insurance and everything, I do feel like it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay here. It does feel like it's going to be all good. There are some decisions yet to be made, but it does feel like there's going to be a good outcome to the whole situation. Okay. So the next question you've got here. What will be the outcome of you and Taurus this week? So what's happening with you guys this week? What's happening with you? Ooh. Okay. Oh. Okay, the first card we've got here is the 7 of Soul. So it's all about your emotions, about looking at all the options that are available. I think there'll be a lot of options given. There'll be a lot of choices, a lot of paths to take. I think there's going to be a lot of thoughts, a lot of choices that need to be made, a lot of thoughts in which path you're going to take, because not all paths are going to lead the right in the outcome that you maybe want. So think very carefully about your choices that are made this week. It's interesting because we're getting a lot of, this one here is quite emotional. I'm actually getting a sense of, here, if you look at this, it's like a sense of surrendering to the emotional wishes, to the emotional stuff that's going on here, feeling like you're sort of surrendering to it, allowing yourself to just enjoy the moments in regards to the situation. 4 of Nature, so that's like 4 of Wands, so that's like a moment of celebrating. Does feel like a coming together of some sort. So there definitely does feel like there's just enjoying the moment, just surrendering to the energy allows things to actually come together. 2 of Blood. There will be some needing to sort out the priorities and what's actually going on here. So that's really important. So that's going to be really where you're going to be focusing on. Really allowing you to sort of really just look at what your priorities are in regards to the relationship and the direction that you're moving into. Okay, so we've got the sun shining on the situation. So it does feel like the sun shining on the situation in regards to the connection, the relationship here. So let's have a look. Now, how am I going to do this? Okay, so not worried too much about those two cards. Let's split these into their groups so that we can get one from each pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so firstly, the first one we're looking at here is the Hunter of Mysteries. So I do feel like it's very much about things in the relationship. Things in life are a little bit of a mystery. It's all about connecting to your own spirituality in a lot of cases. Here we get Dancer of Fear. There does seem to be something that's holding you back on some level. So let's have a look here. Ancestor of Knowing. So trusting in your knowing, trust in your clear cognizant. I think that's really important here, to really just allow yourself the sense of just this knowing of what's going on and trusting in that intuition. Here we get Spirit of Nurture. So this is very much about nurturing your energy in all areas of your life. Okay, this can be nurturing your energy in all areas of your life. And the last card is Shaman of Foresight. Oh, that's an interesting one. So let's have a little bit of a look-see here at the cards, just to give you a bit more of a thing. So let's look at these cards. Let's go through. So the first one is Spirit of, let's do the Spirit of Nurture. Spirit of Nurture. Let's just have a little bit of a look-see here. Spirit of Nurture. I am the Spirit of Nurture. I offer protection and a safe, homely place where you may find refuge and access new energy at times of crisis. In me, you will find support and encouragement that restore your well-being and enable you to move ahead in your life's journey. The sustenance I offer will fortify you and will help you to face whatever lies ahead with renewed vigor. So that's really important card there. That's all to do with the accident, and I think about taking care of yourself in many ways. So let's have a look at the ancestors of knowing. Okay, the ancestors of knowing. I am the ancestor of knowing. I am the embodiment of all knowledge and will show you the way towards a proper understanding of everything around you. You may think that you know a person or a situation without having a true appreciation of their character or significance. My clear vision offers you an illuminating perspective in all directions. I enable you to see past surface features, penetrating beneath them to arrive at a true wisdom. Okay, so the next card here is the Dancers and Dancer of Fear. So what are you afraid of? I am the Dancer of Fear. I teach you when to move forward and when to retreat, how to consider dangers you may be facing and when to take risks. To master me is to become stronger, yet I can undermine everything you do if I'm allowed to. When I'm with you, you may be afraid to move, but I also protect you from the kinds of risks that can bring you to places of great terror. Okay, so next card we have here is the Hunters. The Hunter of, what did I say? Hunter of Mysteries. Hunter of Mysteries is, I am the Hunter of Mysteries. I seek the depths beyond depths of being in order to find enlightenment. I am a true seeker who pursues truth in order to bring it to you, who desires it. I teach the magic that inhabits the inner side of being. I accompany you when you are in need of deep understanding and a sense of connection to every part of life. With me, you discover harmony and a sense of belonging. And the last one is Shaman of Foresight. The shaman of foresight. I am the shaman of foresight. I travel the road before you, bringing back reports of what lies ahead. I can teach you to see beyond the moment, to live in such a way that whatever new task you undertake, you're always ready to adjust accordingly. I prepare the way ahead, ensuring that wherever your journey leads, you will enter into each new moment with clear intent and true perception. Okay, so that's it for those. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea about what's happening and what you need to do in your journey. So yeah, I will start the free list unless there's any more donations going through. Right, so as long as you've typed your question in once, I will be able to go back and get it, no worries. So let me just take a moment. Oh, you're so welcome. I really appreciate the support. All about Maine. I hope that sort of really gives you a chance to really look at things in a way that allows you all the healing that you need. But I really think everything's going to be okay. Just take a nice deep breath. Remember to take care of yourself and focus on you. Right, so thank you to everybody who's subscribing. Hello, everybody who's just come in. Sorry, I was not really focused. I was doing the reading. So, Akamarie, Kay, Sahana, Queen, Sharon. Okay, please just type, if you've said hello, please just type your question in once. I will do this lot first. This is the first lot of questions that I've got here. So if everyone can just make sure they've got their question written in, that will be fantastic. Thank you very, very much. And let me begin. Okay, amazing fruits. Let's begin with this one. Definitely need healing. Oh, you do. Lots of healing. Right, so what will I relocate and move? Oops, I forgot to take off the re-recorded thing, and I should have put it in. Take a moment, think about your question. Remember, yes and no questions don't really give you the best in regards to the tarot. Yes, they can be answered, but they're not really going to give you the best answer in regards to when you use questions like for yes and no questions. They don't really give you the best in regards to tarot. They can be answered, but they're not really going to give you anything else except, yep, no. It's not going to help you to actually physically move forward in the direction. I'm actually looking for Waterfall Tarot. Where are you, Waterfall Tarot? See, this is what happens when I shift things around. Oh, there it is. When I'm shifting things around for videos and things like that. Right. So when you ask yes and no questions, remember they're not really going to get, you're not going to get much out of it, except, okay, what's going to happen in regards to amazing fruits with work, relocating or moving abroad in September. So what's happening with work? Is she going to be moving ahead? Well, it tells me that things are very dissatisfied. You don't think it's going to be the way that you want it to. No, not yes and no. They're better to be answered with how, what, and why. Questions are always better with tarot when you say how, what, and why. Yes and no questions don't really give you very much. Basically, it's telling me that that things are not going to be quite the way you want them to be. I think there's some things that you need to be a little bit bold. If this is what you really want to do, you need to be a little bit bold about what you're doing. You need to be sort of speak out Speak out with what you want to do. You need to nurture that idea. So at this stage, there is definitely feels like a no. Thinking about your question is going to be how can your question empower you in moving forward? So Aldonna wanted a general. So thinking about your question and how you can actually be empowered. If you want to know what type of questions, let me see if I can do this. Let me just give you a link. If you want to know what type of questions are best for tarot, let me just give you the link. Here it is. If you want to know what type of questions to ask, you said you'd receive a job offer in September, but doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to move overseas. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to relocate. Just because you get a job offer doesn't mean you're going to get a... Yeah. Just because you're going to get a job offer in September doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to relocate. And what's happened is you've created the doubt in the energy. Okay, because you've just asked the question again. Well, the thing is, you keep asking the same question, amazing fruit. So what you're doing is you're creating doubt in the universe. So now the universe is going, oh, well, so you didn't want the job that we said yesterday. So, okay, things are not going to be quite the way you expect them to be. Okay, so you don't want it because you asked the question again. When you re-ask questions, you just contradicted yourself because you keep asking the same question. It's going to change the energies. That's right. If you keep asking the same question over and over again, it changes the energy. Yeah, that's all right, Selena. No worries. So you change the energy. If you keep asking that same question over and over again, it gives the universe a different idea about what you want. So they're like, oh, okay. So you didn't believe me yesterday when I said, and so you've given the universe a different answer. That's why I said, but don't ever ask the same question twice with the tarot because it gives the universe a different energy. It shifts it. So now you've just changed the energy because you got doubt because that's what you're focusing on. Yeah. Yeah, because you're anxious about it, so you're creating that energy. You're not allowing yourself just to breathe, amazing fruits. That's what I keep saying to people. Think about your question. How can you be empowered? And what you've done is you've just created, because you've asked the same question twice in different days. So you've been anxious about it. So you didn't trust me yesterday. So you gave the universe a different energy. Right, Aldonna. Whew. Oh, that was interesting. 2 cards flew out. A general for Aldonna. Okay, you got some choices in regards to a relationship here. Choices in regards to a relationship. which gives you new opportunities. So some choices in regards to a relationship on some level allows you to make new choices here, allows you to look for new opportunities. So something to do with a relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. It's just talking about choices in a relationship that you might need to find a sense of balance within, and it allows you to have a look at the opportunities that arise. So one question, think about it: how, what, and why. What do I need to know in regards to this situation? Not yes and no. And think very carefully about your questions that you're asking. Are they questions that you've asked before? Because if they're questions you asked before, you've just given the universe a different type of energy. So, Miss Rack, your question here. Months. You're welcome, Aldonna. Okay, so what's coming towards you this month? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's coming towards you this month? Let's do the Universal Celtic. What's coming towards you this month? What's happening for Ms. Rack this? Okay, really important for you, Ms. Rack, to think about what is your priorities. What's important to you at the moment? It feels like you're juggling a lot of stuff. You've got a lot of options, and so you're just trying to look at what you've got that's really important to you. What's really important to you at the moment? What are you juggling? Feels like you've got a lot of options to look at or things you've been pulled in different directions, so to speak. So it does feel like it could be. I just got the words knight and shining. I did get the words knight and shining armor, and I don't normally. I sort of think about news coming, like a news arriving, maybe a little bit of romance. Could be about the emotions, but I do feel like you've got something coming in, or someone coming in that's coming in quite gently. Someone, so I think that's why you've got to look at your priorities, what's important to you, because I do feel someone's going to come in and sort of throw you a little bit off the, I keep getting the words off the rack, like you're fallen off the rack, so to speak, like you're not stable in the emotional sense, in the way it's sort of throwing you for a little bit here, Ms. Rack. So I think it's going to be really important for you to really look at what your priorities are in regards to someone coming into your life here. Okay, so Ms. Rack. Right, so what have we got next, Ms. Rack? Oh, Ritu. Yep, Ritu, I just need your question. So have I got Ritu's question here? No question for Ritu. Okay. Oh, yep, got that. Cool. What's coming next in your career? So let's have a look career-wise. What lies ahead for you in regards to your career? What's coming towards you in your career? No, I don't want that one. Let's do coffee tarot. It's about career, so let's do this. What's coming towards you in your career? What's coming next in my career? What's coming next? What's happening? Let's remove this out of the way. What's coming next in your career? Okay, the first one is 9 of Fire. So 9 of Fire is a sense of, I'm actually getting a sense here of it's going to be a bit of a fight, a bit of a not quite what you, a sense of, you know, keep going, don't give up sort of energy. Like it's something that you truly want to do. It's something that you truly, that's sort of saying like it's truly something what you want to do. So it's like you're on the path of new adventures. There's new possibilities coming up, new opportunities, new there's a real thought in regards to creating something, in regards to something that you really want to do, Ritu. So whatever you want to do, I think it's about not giving up. I feel like there's a sense of you have sort of resigned yourself to doing something like working for in another direction, but it's telling me that you need to look at about what you really want. What do you really want in your career? What is it you actually want to do? Because it's got opportunities coming. There does feel like there's an adventure coming with it. There is a venture, VENTURE, like a venture coming. Like there is an event. There is something that's coming that's going to be possible for you to do. So it's a way, whatever you're thinking about in regards to your what you would truly desire. It's about not giving up on that. It's keep going. Yeah, I just feel keep fighting for what you truly want to do instead of just resigning yourself. I feel like you might be resigning yourself to just doing what people expect of you to do. So it's time for you to start thinking about what you truly want and not giving up on that. Right, so Ritu, Miss Rick, obey. How Sabine felt herself. So how did Sabine feel in regards to the conversation? Okay. Not that one. Oh, here it is. How did Sabine feel? Cool. Okay, so let's have a look. How did Sabine feel about the conversation? How did Sabine feel about the conversation? Okay, the first card we have here is 10 of Cups. So it tells us that everything was good. Everything felt like it was coming together. It was positive. It was a sense of unity. Interesting. So why have I got 10 of Swords straight after it? Feels like something closure. It felt like there was some answers to the situation. Oh, that's why they felt happy. It felt like there was some closure to the situation, that everything was, that there was some finality about the situation. So it felt like that was good. It was good. It was a good conversation. It gave some closure to it. So when you give some closure, it gives maybe an opening to new possibilities. So again, you've got that new beginnings. You've got the ending so that new stuff can start coming in. So it gave some answers to the situation, maybe some answers. Okay, so it felt like everything was good. So it felt really good. A good positive energy there. Okay. Right. So silly. Okay, and then I'll do the next list in a minute. So silly. Oops, here we go. That's what I was looking for, your question. Right. Okay. Okay, so what actually went on about the relationship? So you want to know what's going on with the relationship. So what actually happened? So you want to know whether he what was the connection? What was your true connection? What was it like in the moment? So best thing to do is maybe use the romantic tarot. This will give me a bit. So what was going on with this relationship? What was going on? Okay, so what was going on with the relationship? So you want to know what was the connection between you two? What did he bring to the relationship? Or what was the foundation of your relationship? What was the foundation of your relationship in the moment? Okay, the foundation of the relationship in that moment was, yes, he was a bit of a player. He was a bit of a player, and he was about, like, in the moment, you know, there was that passion, there was that thing. Okay, yeah, and before you walked away. Yeah. I think he's always been deep down a bit of a player. And so it was wise for you to walk away, to move forward, to leave the relationship. Was definitely the best thing you did, was to walk away from it. It did feel as though he was a bit of a player. So you really did the right thing. I mean, there might have been that passion in the moment. There was that passion in the moment, but I wouldn't call it romance. I wouldn't call it love or anything like that. There was definitely a lust or a sense of being, I would say, in love with it. It's not really love as such, but being in love with someone in the moment is not the same as actually loving someone. In a way. So you did the right thing in walking away. It was definitely the best thing to do. He was a bit of I think deep down he was always a bit of a player, a bit of a sort of someone who moved forward. He had very short-term relationships. And believe me, just because he's with this other person, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's in love with her either, or that he loves her either. He could be in love in the moment. Oh, he's going to be. I think he'll always be the same. I don't think he'll ever change. I don't think he'll ever change. But that's just the way he was. So you did the right thing in walking away. And now it's time for you to live your life the way you need to live your life. Now it's time for you to move ahead. I don't feel like he would ever change. But that's his journey. It's not that he was playing you. I wouldn't say that he was playing. I think playing is the wrong word. Is that in the moment he was all about the passion. It wasn't that he was playing you. It was more like he was in the passion. It was in the, I mean, it's not that he was, I wouldn't say that he was playing you. He was a bit of a, when I say that someone's a player, it's a bit more that he was like he's going to be a bit of a womanizer. He's someone who sort of loves all women. He feels like he loves all women, you know, and he wants to treat each of you as individuals, but he's playing the field. But it's not that he's not playing you particularly. It's just the way he is in regards. He's not going to be a monogamous type of guy. He's not going to be just one woman type of guy, just the way he is. But that's his journey. And now it's time for you to move forward and do your own thing. Right, next questions. So we've got Celie, done that. Right. What's your next job? Well, it's whatever you want it to be. When you ask, what's my next job? Well, firstly, you got to do is apply for jobs. It's very difficult to answer these type of questions because it really depends on what action you actually take to get your job. Okay, you're asking what type of job? Well, first, you need to apply. You need to make sure you do CV. Make sure you the thing. So it's not really the right. What's my next job is not really going to. It's what do you need to do to improve your journey. You guys got to think about your questions. You're not really asking tarot the best it can possibly be. I think you need to think about your questions. Marie, you know, I really want you guys to get the best out of my readings, and you're not really giving the tarot the type of question that's going to give its best, because it really depends on what you do. When you're talking about what's my next job, well, firstly, you've got to apply. Firstly, you've got to, there's actions. So it's about what actions do I need to take so I can get my job, the job that I want. So you've got to think about what do you actually need to do. What does Akamarie need to know about her next job? You guys, you've got to really think about your questions. I mean, I don't know, it's hard, which is why I put this in here. If you want to think about what your type question is, these are the best type of questions to ask. So I'm trying to get you guys the best questions, trying to get your best answers. And I'm just feeling like your tarot is not really going to give you any help, because there's so much you need to do to get it. So it's really, the universe is not, it's going to say, wait a minute, are you expecting it to be handed on a platter? Are you expecting someone just to offer it to you, just to give it to you? So it's not, you're not asking for any thing. So what does Akamarie need to know about her next job? What does she need to know? Okay. It's all about knowing your potential. Okay, know what you're capable of doing. Know your skills and your abilities. Know what your and just know your potential. What are you capable of doing? And what don't you want to do? Are you missing out on opportunities because you're too busy focused on something else? You know, I feel like you're missing out on opportunities with it without knowing what your full potential actually is. So know what your full potential is and what you're capable of doing, and look out for opportunities that are coming your way. And it's about doing the hi old soul. Yep, just type your question in. Type your question in once. If you guys have come in, please make sure that you type your question in once, and then I will slip back and get your questions. Just type your question in once. So yeah, I think it's really important for you just to know what your potential is and to look out for opportunities that are coming your way. All different things are coming your way. So then you have to decide for yourself what job you actually want to take. Okay, Kay. Did you type in a question? No. Okay, so I'm waiting for a question from Kay. So just remember to type in your question. If you've asked, if you've said hello, make sure you type in your question. Samdani's next. And make sure it's a question that you haven't asked before. And it's something that's going to help you move forward on your life. Whew. Okay, Samdani's current feelings, actions towards me. What's going on here? So what's going on with this relationship here? What's happening with Samdani? What's happening? Oh, dear me. Okay, the first card is thinking about, there seems to be a lot of thinking. Feels like there's a lot of reflecting on what they want to bring into your life, what they want to bring into their life. Feels like Samdani is doing a lot of thinking. And trying to discover. I feel like there's a lot of learning, a lot of discovering about stuff. So I do feel like there's a lot of thinking about things without actually taking any action. I don't feel like there's any action taken at the moment. It does seem to be a lot in the thoughts, in the head. Feels very sort of stuck, like very yeah, I just don't feel like there's any action towards you. There's a lot of thoughts, but there's no action. Okay, let's have a look. Who's next? Queen. Oh, Sharon, just need to type in your question. Make sure you've typed in your question, Sharon. Oh, you did? Right, cool. I got that there. Got your question there. Thank you. Okay, so what kind... Oh, that's better. What kind of relationship? That's better. What kind of boyfriend will ASHF be if I date him? Okay, so what kind of boyfriend? Oh, there we go. Got the 10 of Pentacles, which is all about bringing things together. That's a wealth and abundance. So he's going to be, he's got a lot of wealth and abundance, but not, it could be with happiness, relationship side of thing. Feels like it's very luxurious. It feels like everything's sort of coming together. There's an attainment of it. So it does feel like everything's going to be good. It feels very positive. Feels a very positive energy. I feel like he'll be a really kind, real, someone who's quite generous. I feel like it's someone who will be quite generous. Okay, he's going to be quite generous in everything in his life with you. Okay, so. Yep. That's a really positive one there. Feels quite positive. Okay, so Sharon, your question is... Okay, so you're talking about sexual. Okay, I have to go this way because you just asked in a sexual way. Let's get the erotic tarot. Not a deck I normally pull out, but I feel like this would be quite appropriate. Let's have a look. Okay. How has he thought about... Has the Cancer ever fantasized about me in a sexual way? What is his thoughts in regards to me in a sexual way? So let's have a look. You're welcome. You're welcome, Queen. Right. Okay, question, has C ever fantasized about me? Thank you. Right, let's have a look. Not that one, it was here. Four of Candles tells me there's definitely something going on there. It definitely feels like something to celebrate. Hope that's a good thing. Yes. Yeah, with the Page of Shells going on there, definitely feels like, yeah, definitely feels as though there's some sort of sexual energy going on there. There's definitely a lot of thought in regards to that with the Four and the Page. Yeah, definitely feels as though something, definitely something sexual in the energy there. So yeah. Yep, so that's done. So let's have a look. So who's next on the list? Right, Kashish. Let's have a look at this here. Right, let's have a look. Let's do... Let me do China. No, I'm not. No, you said stop. Let's do Moon and Stars. You're welcome, Sharon. You're welcome. Right, so let's have a look here. What's going on with Rev Preet? How, what, and why? What's going on? What's happening? How will he feel with the situation? And we get new beginnings, and yes, a sense of happiness and joy, a feel of contentment, a feel of complete, as though everything's sort of coming together. So yes, he will be happy to see you. Yes, he's waiting. Feels like he'll be happy to see you in the regards to the situation. So let's put that away. Let's have a look. What's next? Okay, so next, Tristan. Okay. You know, and I just got the idea. For some reason, Kali came into my head. So why have your cord cuttings not worked? Well, there's other things that you need to do. Obviously. Okay, why do you react so strongly to your ex? Let's have a look and see what's going on here. Let's do the Santa Muerte. I did get Kali for some reason, which will destroy things, Tristan. So I do feel like there's some other stuff that you need to be doing. So why do you react so strongly? So why are you reacting so strongly to your ex? Why? What's the connection? The X so strong. Why is it so strong? Okay, the first card we have, Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be a long journey. Okay, that's why the cord cutting is not working at this stage, is because it's a very long journey. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, Tristan. Okay, this is going to be a long journey to get over. Okay, so this is something that's going to take some time. Cord cuttings are not going to work overnight. It's going to take some time. It's not in a rush. I think there's other things that you need to do as well. And maybe working with Kali in some way could help in regards to destroying, eating away the attachment, not just cutting it, but actually chewing it, you know, eating it away, so it can't be reattached. Sometimes cords can be reattached. That's the problem with the cord cutting. Sometimes they can reattach. They can be a bit like a spider's web, where a spider will reattach. Okay, so this is something that's going to take a long journey. So what else do you need to know? Okay, there's a lot of choices yet to make, a lot of options available to you, Tristan. I'm just going to think, I've just really like there's one more. I do feel like it's going to be a long journey. It's not going to happen straight away. I think there's other things that you can do as well in regards to the... I just got yesterday I cried. Yesterday I cried. I can get the author in a minute. But it's going to take a shift in perceptions with the Six of Swords here, and having faith within yourself. I just threw those in. But I do feel like I've just got yesterday I cried. See if I can get the information for you. Let me just grab this information. Oh, come on, come on, come on. See if I can get this. Come on, come on, come on. Yesterday. See if I can get the author. Oh, God, I didn't spell that right. I hate it when it starts playing, when it starts doing what you don't want it to do. No, I don't want the lyrics. It's a book. Yesterday I cried. I'm just trying to get the... Oh, here it is. Yesterday I cried. Got it right. This is the author. It's the name of a book. Yesterday I cried. No, it's not a song. It's a book. It's a book. It's a book by the author there. This is the author. Absolutely brilliant. Totally recommend reading it if you can. If you get a chance to get a copy, totally recommend it. You might be able to pick up a second-hand copy or something like that, but definitely recommend it. Cool. Lowry. God, you've asked, will you and Romeo get back together? Will we be moving soon? Will I be moving soon? Will I stay happy in my career? Oh, Luani, choose a question. Choose one very, very clear question. If you guys want a reading, hi, Ellen. Yeah. Choose one question, starts with how, what, and why. And think about what you can do to move forward on your journey. And if you're unsure, check out one minute. Check out this post. This questions. Check this out. If you don't know a question to ask. And just choose one. I want to know where your energy is. If it's scattered, that's the question. That's the answer you're going to get. If you're anxious or you're scattered energy, you're giving the universe funny signals, and your reading's going to be a little bit out. So take a nice deep breath before you ask your question and focus on one question. If you ask too many questions, you're going to be scattered. So think about your question. Think about one thing that's really important to you right now that's going to allow you to actually feel like you're empowered on your journey. So let me have a look at some questions here. Okay, so Monica, what's your current energy between you and your Cancer? Let's have a look. Let's use, I'm going to use the Mirielle, should I say, not Elmarie, Mirielle. So think about your thing. So what's the current energy between you and the Cancer? Between you and the, I presume it's a person, and the person that you want to do, and even though you've had no contact. Okay, you've had no contact, so what's the energy between you? Okay, you've had no contact, so what's the actual energy between you? Let's have a look. Okay, so this card here is popping out, and this one here. Right, so the first one is Queen of Discs. It feels like there's a lot of sadness. I'm getting a lot of tears in here. I'm actually getting a lot of sadness with this today. I'm feeling very sad, very wanting to be nurturing my well-being. So the energy between you at the moment is there seems to be a lot of sadness. There doesn't seem to be, but it's very important to actually look at the truth, the facts of the situation. So I do feel like there is a lot of sadness. It does feel very heavy energy, but it's very important that you actually look at the truth and the facts of the situation. You need to look at why there's no contact. Okay, so why is there no communication? It definitely feels like there is a lack of communication at the moment. There's a real need to nurture that idea. So I really think it's important to nurture the facts of the situation, the truth of what's actually going on. So that's going to be, yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of sadness going on between you. There's a lot of sadness because of the no contact, but I think it's important that you really seriously deep dive within and have a look at the messages, the truth, and the facts of what's actually going on, why there isn't any contact. Look within oneself and look at the actual facts of what's actually happening. Look at what did happen. Look at what did happen. I think that's very important, but it does feel very sad. It's all about nurturing the well-being. So I'm just looking at questions and things and seeing what I can answer. Because I need very clear answers. If you're going to ask a question, make sure it's one very clear answer, a clear question. Because the clearer you are with your question, the clearer the answer is going to be. And you only have to type your question in once, and it will be seen. So, who's coming towards you in love? So let's have a look here. No, I feel like there's a one. I'm looking for a deck in particular, so just have to be patient. No, not there. Here it is. That's what I was looking for. Who's coming towards you in love? Let's have a look. In the next 3 months, let's have a look. Any court cards come up? Really want court cards if we're going to get who's coming towards you. Who's coming towards you in love in the next 3 months? Let's have a look. Well, you're going to have reason to celebrate. It's interesting because you've got one step at a time. Basically, when you get a 3 and a 4, you got 2 cards side by side, a 3 and a 4. It's like you've got a reason to celebrate, yet you're missing out on the opportunity. It's like you won't see them. Like you're going to have your, I feel like you're going to have your, you're going to miss, you're not going to be watching. So it could be at a party. Could be at a party. Got a party coming up in the next 3 months. Maybe you've got a party that's coming up in the next 3 months, and so you be careful that you don't miss out on the opportunity. So it's not actually saying who it is. It's not telling us who it is. It's saying, like, be open to lots of, I think you might have lots of people coming towards you. And so you've got some decisions to, you'll have some decisions to make. Yes, butterfly effect. Yes, you can donate. No worries at all. You're welcome, Monica. Okay, so basically it's like it could be at a party. Keep your head up, see what's going on, and you'll be able to see what's happening. Yep, you can donate. If you want to donate, yeah, go for it. Just let me know when you've donated. And let me know whether it's through Ko-Fi or through PayPal. So just checking up on this. Everything's a bit slow today for some reason. It must be the weather. Yeah. So if you donate, yeah, just let me know when it goes through. If you want to donate, yep, go for it. Old soul. Ellen, I just needed your question, Ellen. PayPal. Should be. Let me have a look. Yep. Okay, so let me just yep, it's in the description box. Finally able to add PayPal me. Yep, it's in the description box. Or you just go through the Ko-Fi. If you just go through the Ko-Fi, that's all good. Yep, it's all in the description box there. Underneath. Or just go through the Ko-Fi. It's a bit hard to add. It means I've got to go through this way to get it. I can't just get it from the description box because it goes funny on me. Yep. So let me just grab the PayPal if you want to go through PayPal, or you can go through the Ko-Fi. Same thing. Because Ko-Fi don't take anything from the it's only PayPal that takes, so. Okay, so I'm just trying to get the link. Sorry, this is taking a bit of time. Oh, God, everything is just taking forever to load. Okay, so let me grab the link. Here we go. Just keep it on. Oh, shoot, I've got half an hour. Okay. Oh, gone through. Ko-Fi. Cool. Oh, Dragonfly. It might have been because of your question. Because you ask a yes and no question, it doesn't. Yeah. Maybe I missed it. Okay, butterfly effect. Got a question, which was here. Cool. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, butterfly. That's awesome. Let me just see how much. Right. Butterfly donated. Thank you. What's the foundation? Oh, this, I love these. I love these ones where they get a bit more into the foundation of. So let's do this again. This is showing. Let's do with this one. I'm feeling very shamanic. Okay. Okay, what's the foundation of the relationship between me and Earth? Right. So what's going on here? So what's happening here? Right, so I'm doing donations at the moment. So the foundations of the relationship. So it feels like there's a lot of seeking the truth. It's all about looking for the truth of the situation here. There's a lot of, I want to get things that are chained. It looks like it's chaining you to the foundation of the relationship does keep you, maybe if they're feeling a little restricted. There might be a feeling of being restricted within the situation. So it might be feeling a little restricted, feeling a little chained. As you're sort of looking at the truth of what's going on. So I think the truth can sort of, or your perception of the truth could keep you chained to the past. Be very careful. Hi, Egyptian Famous. I'm doing donations at the moment. So it's all about contemplating on the direction you actually want to move into. So there's a lot of thoughts needing to go into what's inventing for the path, and like you're inventing in the direction that you want to go into here. So you've got to look at, could be life's ups and downs in a way. There could be some quarrels, be some challenges within the relationship mentally. There could be some challenges. So you've got to think very carefully about the direction you actually want to go in. Now, it could be really successful, but it's how do you react to any quarrels or disagreements? Okay, how do you react to any quarrels or disagreements is really important here. I feel like there's a real worry. There's a lot of worrying and a lot of stress going on. I feel like there's a lot of a need to communicate. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of worry and stress. And you've got the Lovers here. So there seems to be some worries about some choices needing to be made in the relationship. Actually, I should move those across a bit. Okay, so it does seem to be some worry and some stress in regards to the choices needing to be made within the relationship here. So I feel like there's a lot of needing to communicate, needing to talk. That's going to be really important here. But I see a lack of being grounded. There's definitely a lack of being grounded. And there does seem to be a lack of energy in some way. So I don't know if you're feeling lethargic about the relationship, or a sense of, seems to be a lack of energy in some way, a lack of energy within the relationship. And that might be because of the worry and the stress and everything that's sort of going on with the choices and things that you need to make. So it might be really important here. So what else does Butterfly Effect need to know in regards to this situation? What else here? What else do you need to actually know? Because I feel like it's quite major. It's quite a major effect on you. It is taking quite a major effect, which is quite interesting here. So we have the sense of 7 of blood, which is like 7 of swords. So it's about being careful about what's being taken from you. Be careful about what's being taken from you. So are you able to sort of stand in your power in a way and take back what you feel has been taken from you? 10 of soul. And so that what I think once you sort of stand in your power, you'll feel a lot happier about things, about standing in your own power, standing in your own strength, and your own energy. Your own thoughts is really important here. And I do feel like it's going to be a lot happier, that things are sort of going to come together in some way. So let's have a look at the shamanic medicine cards here. Oh, it's about how you immerse yourself in the relationship. Look at how bringing yourself into as one. seems to be really important. How you immerse yourself into the relationship is going to be really, really important here. And one last card is a wealth. It does tell me that things can be really good, but it depends on your own happiness and how you choose to react to the situation. How you choose to immerse yourself within the relationship is going to be a big difference to it. So overall, I feel like there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of stress, but it's how you choose to react that's going to bring a much more positive energy to the relationship. I do feel as though the relationship could be on a really good positive note, but it's how you choose to react that's going to make a big difference, and how you immerse yourself into the relationship to bring that wealth of abundance that you want, or that could be. So it totally depends on you in so many ways. So does that help? Okay. So that's the Primordial Tarot and the Shamanic Medicine cards I use then. Okay, so let's have a look. You're welcome, Butterfly Effect. You're welcome. Thank you very much for the support. You've also gone in the draw for a free 30-minute Reiki session. So let me go back and have a look at some questions here. So will you hear from the old flame? We've got Dragonfly. Will you hear from the old flame? You want to know. So you're doing a yes and no question again. It's not, when you do yes and no questions, you're not really giving yourself the option to get anything from the cards. You're not really going to get anything from the cards at all. So I'm just going to go. Oh, here we go. I might just do this one. Okay, when you do yes or no questions, you're not really going to get a lot from the cards. So will you ever hear from your old flame, Ron, again? Will you hear from Ron? No, time out. Going to be waiting a long time. No. No, you'll be waiting for a very long time at this stage. So hello everybody that's come in since I've been talking. B. Christiana, how are you? Don't forget to look at your question. Have I answered your question? Have we talked about your question before? Let's do something different. Let's think different questions, because what you're doing is, if you keep asking the same question of the universe, they're going to start giving you different answers, and it's going to start getting conflicting. It's going to start, the universe starts playing games with us in regards to questions when we keep asking the same old questions. So think very carefully about your questions. Is really important, because the more that you ask the same question over and over again, the universe starts playing games with you. So you'll start getting conflicting answers. So thinking about your questions. So I was just waiting for Alan's question you got here. So you want to know if you guys are your twin flames. What's going on with the relationship here? Be careful about being twin flames. It's more like soulmates. Twin flames are two mirrors. Means that you're totally opposite. You can be totally opposites, not exactly the same. You're totally, twins can be totally opposites, not always exactly the same. But what happens is, energetically, so you're single at the moment, just relating to an old or future people. So you're wanting to know, what lies ahead for you, Alan? in regards to twin. What's going on with the twin? Is there a twin? Is there something going on here? Problem thing is, if you've met your twin, you usually know it. There's usually no doubt. Okay, so you got the Knave of Wands. Okay, so there's definitely that desire. There's definitely desire there. You're keeping yourself trapped. Yeah. What's happening is you're keeping yourself trapped in the old. You're keeping yourself trapped in that past. I do feel like you're keeping yourself contained when you could be moving forward. There is that sense of creating abundance. I feel like you're stopping yourself from creating abundance in your life when you're focusing on the old, focusing on that situation, that twin. You're not allowing for anything new to come into your life. You're not allowing anything to come into fruition. Twins are not always perfect in relationships with us. They're not always good for us. Twins are not always good for us. Yes, we might have met our twin, but it's not always good for us to be in a relationship with that person. Sometimes it's best to sort of let them go and sort of really nurture ourselves, take care of ourselves in some way. So, yeah, there's definitely that connection. I definitely felt that like there was that connection. Yeah, you do. You do. But don't get yourself trapped. Don't keep yourself trapped by it. You do, but don't get yourself trapped by it. It depends. Angelic. Yes, you've met them. Oh shoot. Didn't mean to do that one. Yes, Alan, you've met them, but be careful about not keeping them trapped. Don't keep yourself trapped in that situation. If you want to know what best question to answer, here's this one here. Okay, I'm just going through. Just wanting you to think very carefully about your questions and things. And are we repeating old questions? Are we, is it about the same person over and over? So how's Jay feeling towards me after our night last night? So how's Jay feeling after the night last night? How did it go? Here we've got, it seems like the night went quite well. The night over well, but you need to look at maybe, okay, overnight, the night actually went quite well. Okay, the night went quite well, but then you've got to look at maybe there's consequences with the actions. There's more stuff to go. There might be more things to discover, more things to learn about the situation. It does feel like there's more stuff going on here. So you've got this, things went really well last night, but you need to really sort of needing to find a bit of balance in the situation. Yeah. Okay, so I do feel like there's more stuff to come. Things could shift, change, consequences of actions. Okay, so I do feel like things are trying to find a sense of balance within the situation. Could be get a sense of running away from it, moving away in some way. But overnight, the night went well. Oh God, what will my future spouse be like? Didn't I just do? Okay. I thought I did. Let me have a look. Done Christiana. Okay, I feel like sorry, I'm just feeling like there's more. Dragonfly. Just see. I've got Old Soul. Oh, I'm sorry, Monica. I did. Sorry, I'm just having a look and seeing who I actually. I get a little confused. Tristan. Right. I think it's some of the questions. Sometimes you guys ask such similar questions. I'm not sure who I've done and who I haven't. Because I've got like 10 minutes. Basically, I better start thinking about ending soon. What will my future spouse be like? Right. Okay. Right. That's what I'm up to. Yeah, that's all right. I'll get there. Just I can't do everybody. Guys, got to be patient. If you really want your reading done, donate. I run out of time. I've been on for what? Nearly 2 hours. I can't do everybody. I'm not a machine. Please be patient. If you want your question done, donate. Otherwise, I'll do what I can. Okay, what will my future spouse be like? The best one for that one is, I'm just looking for a deck. Where are you? Here it is. Right, what will my future spouse be like? Yeah, I can't do everybody. No, not you, Monica, another one. Sorry, there was somebody else. Yeah, sorry, Monica. No, I hadn't. It's a different Monica. It was a different Monica. Sorry, hun. I'm just I get Just been on for nearly 2 hours. Been on for nearly 2 hours, guys. So I'm having to soon. So right, what will my future spouse be like? Yolanda, let's have a look. What's your future spouse going to be like? Wow, just brings in happiness, joy, but he holds on to, could be somebody who's quite content. Definitely talks about getting there, connecting. But be careful about what you hold on to. It's sort of saying be careful about what the idea that you're holding on to is going to be somebody who you cares about. They're saying being open to I think you need to open yourself up to all possibilities. I feel like you're holding on to things too tight. So you need to sort of let go of this need to focus on this future spouse. You need to enjoy the journey. Look at the journey and what's going on. I feel like you're holding on too tight about some future spouse instead of enjoying the journey along the way. I feel like you're holding on too tight. It's time to start living life and not worry too much about what lies ahead in that direction. Yeah. Right. I'm still going to list here. Right, that one up there, that was Monica J. So done that one. Old soul dragon thing done. Right. Did be Christiana. Free. Just need a question. Egyptian famous, I know is in and out with working. So let's do Jen Dell. Another one. This is the thing is when you guys ask these sort of questions, you're stopping yourself from meeting other people. You're so busy focused on what your future spouse is going to be like. The universe is like, yeah, okay. But what about... Okay, Queen of Swords is basically it's time to look at the facts of the situation, what's actually going on in regards to your futures, about your relationships and things like that. Okay, you need to look at the truth of the situation in regards to your relationship here. There needs to be a shift in your perspective, a shift in your journey. There might need to be some changes take place, which is really important for you here. Okay, so, does talk about someone, could be over 20-ish, 25 with brown eyes and brown hair. But you really need to start looking at the truth. Really got to look at what the Queen of Swords is really saying here. Is all about taking care of the truth or the facts in regards to the relationship. What's actually going on in regards to meeting people? What are you doing? What actions are you actually taking? Where are you going? What are you doing in regards to meeting people? And future spouse can be you need to have maybe you need to have a couple of relationships before your future spouse actually turns up, so you can work out what you do want and what you don't want. So these are the things that sort of come into play here. Start looking at the facts. What's actually going on? What's your ideal relationship? What's your ideal spouse? You've got free will and choices in where you want to go and what you want to do. Future's never set in. I like general only questions. They're good. Yep. Can you have a general reading? Yep, sure can. General reading's cool. It can be open up to lots of things. Then we can start looking at... Let me go. Oh, that's what I want. 4 hacks up. Sorry, I'm just grabbing a deck. Down the bottom of the pile here. Let's look at the 4 hacks of tarot. General for... Yep, free. You can have your general. No worries at all. General reading's good. Right. Okay. So what does free need to know right at this time? What's going on for free? What's really important for free? What lies ahead for free? Okay. So what's really important here? Okay. These two cards. Okay. The first card here is it's doing a lot of... Okay, so it's really important for you just to have a moment of silence, a moment of meditation, reflection, contemplation in the path that you're actually taking, because there's things that seem to be weighing you down. Feels like you're very heavy, that you've got a lot of stuff, you're feeling quite, maybe feeling a little bit alone or lonely at the time. So this is really important for you to be able to sort of throw off those burdens or release those burdens by contemplating in the path that you actually want to take for yourself. What's really what path do you really want to take? Maybe some healing time is going to be really important for you as well, to move through those burdens. Yes, why? You can still donate. That'll be great. No worries at all. Yep, you can donate. Oh, no. 1 minute, the computer, 1 minute. Let's go. Not now. Don't do that now. Oh, that was close. Okay, so basically, really important for you to sort of really sort of take care of yourself, do some self-healing, some contemplation, some releasing of those things that are weighing you down, for sure. So it's important that you sort of take care of yourself in many ways. Just isolation. I know things are feeling a little heavy for you at the moment, and so healing is going to be an important process there. So where am I up to? So I've done free. So I'm just looking at questions, and I'm going to have to start doing random ones because we are running out of time. So it's all depending on not yes and no. It's more about it's not yes and no questions. It's more about what do I need to know in relation to such and such. These sort of questions. Okay, Angelic, you did type in a question there. Or did you why and wow, okay. I've got a couple of donations here. So we're going to do those ones now. So I've got why and hey you. So I just need your questions, please. So just let me know that you've donated. I can sort of see, but I just don't, sometimes things don't quite match up with IDs. So let me just get into my Ko-Fi here. So if I haven't got to your question today, because we are running out of time. Yep. That's why I put in, if you want to know what type of questions to ask, type these. Have a look at this. Go check out that link. If you don't know what questions you want to ask, that's here. So why and hey you. So I'm just waiting for Y's question. So I'm just waiting for Y. Oh no, that's all right. No worries. No problem. So yeah, if you're unsure about what question to ask, go check out that link, and that's going to help. What's the connection with Samson and Paninda now? Right. Okay. So let's do, oh, this is what I was doing for the donations today. Pretty much doing this. What's the connection between Samson and Pineda now? What's the connection between Samson? Well, it feels like there's a lot of transformations going on. It does feel like there's a lot of transformations happening. It does feel like there's a lot of changes and things. Very much about nurturing the moving forward. It does feel like there's moving forward, moving with passion. It does feel like there's a lot of transformation in regards to passion and things going on. So there is a lot of there are some changes going on. There's changes to the passion, the movement forward. There is some changes with the moving forward on the journey here. So there's a lot of I want to say a lot of knowledge coming through, a lot of discovery, a lot of learning coming through in the relationship as you sort of look at the truth in what's happening here. So it does feel like there's a lot of so the connection between the energy between Samson and Pineda seems to be very changing in regards to the passion and things going on. It does seem to be that sort of moving forward energy. So there's very much about looking at the knowledge, the stuff that was hidden seems to be coming into the forefront, coming into the energy here. Thanks, Monica, for the donation. That's muchly appreciated. So I'm doing donations now, guys. So there may not be time for any more free readings. So I'm just going to do the donations. So let me just put up here. But what I will do, if anyone types their question in the comments down below when the video has finished, if you type your question in the comments, I will do a video for you guys. Okay? If you type your question in the comments down below, if I have not done your reading today, if I haven't done your reading, I'm going to do the donations now. So anyone else, if I haven't done your question, please pop it in the description below and I will do them later on this afternoon. Okay, so you're not going to miss out. Okay, so I do feel as though the connection between you guys is very much about this transformational energy. A lot of transformations and stuff going on. It does feel as though there is that sense of knowledge and things that were hidden being revealed. Oh, he's a flirt. That's where the passion, transformational passion thing. So I do feel as though with the looking for the truth of the situation, it does feel like there's the truth of the situation. So there are some hidden things. That's he's a flirt. Yeah, not you. Not you. So it could be about that energy. So I'm just seeing if there was anything else in regards to what that you need to know. So I'm just having a look here. Just one more card here. So we've got the 4. Yeah, you could be missing. There could be a sign. There could be something that you're missing that you're not quite seeing in the situation. Or someone else. Oh, okay. Okay, that's why the relationship's changing. Okay. Okay, so it does feel like they're missing. Something's missing from, something's not quite being seen in the relationship. Okay, so there are some things that are not being seen within the relationship there. Let's just do this. She's starting to see it now. Could be. Yeah, I definitely feel like she's starting to sort of see what's going on here. I think there's a need to get the Ghostland. So what card number is this one? Let me just have a little check here with what they say. So you can learn from the past, and now it's time. Yeah, so I think now she's sort of starting to see what's going on. So yeah, it does feel like things are starting connecting. Passion, yeah, initially passion, now the truth is coming out, and now she's starting to see it. Yep. Yep. Oops, I didn't mean to put that up. Right, next for the donation. Okay, so next was Hey You. No, I did see that. Okay. Yeah, connecting to the story. Well, yeah, still more to come, I think. Still more to be revealed. Still more to be revealed by. Okay, so you're looking at your finances coming in like the next 4 weeks. And coming in for you. So what are your finances looking at? So what? Whoa. Okay, wow, we've got the celebrating. Feels like there's a reason to celebrate in regards to money. Now let me just double check this. Yep. So I feel like you're going to be reason to celebrate your money. So this is about your finances. This is about money. So it does feel like you're going to be able to celebrate what's coming in here. It does feel like could be some things weighing you down in regards to your finances, though. I mean, doesn't mean you're going to get a lot of it, but it could be a reason to celebrate for the moment. But I still feel like you're not quite getting everything you need at the moment. So there might be some stuff that's still weighing you down. It's important to get some clarity in regards to your finances as well, making sure that I want to say, like, you're removing all the confusion in regards to money. You're looking at your income and your outcome, making sure everything's in budget. I do feel like a budget sheet would be really good for you right now. So it does feel like money's coming in, but I still feel like there's some stuff that's still weighing heavily on your mind. I feel like it's still weighing heavily on you. So it's going to be really important that you have some real clarity in regards to the relationship of money. Okay, in regards to the money side of it. It's going to be about use your skills and abilities and look at who can support you in regards to, I want to say, support you in regards to your finances here. So I do feel like someone to help you, guide you in regards to budget or something like that, to help you with your budget and stuff like that. Does look at things being, now we've got 10 of blood here, which is like 10 of swords, which is a sense of things ending, but it does give you the opportunity I want to talk about gathering what you need. I do feel like it gives you the opportunity to gather what you need financially. Okay, so if you've got the support, you use your gather to, like, budget, look at your income and your outcome, put a few dollars away a week, that sort of thing. So it's going to allow you to gather the the courage or the wisdom, the knowledge to sort of move forward on your journey in regards to the finances. I do feel like you have the ability to gather what you need in regards to your finances here. But looking at what so it's really important that you look at what you're budgeting, what's in, what's out. Yeah, I just keep getting the sense of budget, getting someone to help you to create like a budget of some sort, making sure you account for every dollar. What else do you need to know? So you got a sense of keep going, don't give up with your money as well. That's going to be really important for you to not sort of give up in regards to your money. Being able to sort of keep going, keep that focus is going to be really important here. Yes, money's coming in. That's why I said reason to celebrate. But it's all about, and I know things are weighing you down, so I think it's, I just keep getting budgeting. So money is coming in. You do have money coming in, but you've got to be careful about how you spend it, basically. And to stay focused on budgeting. Keep focusing on budgeting. It's going to be really important here. So, let's have a look. I'm actually going to mess these up. Yeah, you got to you got to stop spending outside of your income. That's what you have to save a little. Put a few dollars away every week. Put a cup of coffee away every week. Okay, so we got Shaman of Loss here. So yes, be very careful about loot. Yes, you'll have money coming in, but it seems like it's going to go out as quickly as you bring it in if you're not careful. Okay, so it's going to be very important to look at your dreams, your goals in regards to your finances is going to be super important here. Okay, and I'm going to do one more. It's about making sure you stay protected in regards to your money as well. So yes, be very careful about what you're spending. That's going to be very important. Look at your goals. Budgeting is really going to be really important there. And make sure that you sort of protect yourself with your money as well. Okay, so that's the reading for today for you. Now, next, one more that's donated. Just got to keep an eye on that time. I'm sort of being a bit... Right, next one was, Monica's one here that she donated for her question. Right. Okay, so, Monica, let's have a look. No, I did see your question. Here, let's have a look. So, you're looking at here. Yeah. So, let's do, yeah. So, you want to know what's going on with this relationship. Okay. So you really want to know what's going on with this relationship. Let me put them to one side, that deck. Yeah. Right. Just where we're at. Right, so let's do this. Now, let's have a look where you are with your relationship here. What's going on with the sexual relationship? Is this just all about sex, or is there more to the story? What's the foundation in regards to the relationship? What's going on? What's the heart of the relationship here? What's the relationship of what he wants? What is the connection? Okay, so we have a bit of a, I've got King of Jewels here, or the Father of Jewels, should I say, the Father of Jewels. And so this is all about that sense of if opportunity arises, basically, if opportunity arises. Okay, if the opportunity arised, I feel it's very much if the opportunity arised, Monica, if it happened, if it was possible, I feel very much about if the opportunity arose. It would bring new beginnings. It would bring, it's like you're stepping out of the dark into the light. It'd be a birth of something new. Yeah, I do feel as though, yeah. But again, it's about looking at the truth of the situation, the facts, needing to face the truth, face the facts of what's actually going on here. So I get the energy is that yes, he could if he would. So he's feeling a bit like I want to say there's this energy that's a bit sort of low energy with the situation. It feels very low energy. It feels like there's a sense of a bit of self-worth in the way, a bit of, am I worthy of things, or am I a bit of a, I just feel very low energy, feel very, very lethargic, the well-being seems low, the health seems low here. And it's, so yeah, I do feel as though, yes, if the opportunity arose, it would give birth to something new, but you have to look at the truth of actually what's going on. So the energy is quite low in regards to the situation here. So it's really looking at, what is the potential of it if you did? What would be the potential? What would happen if you did? Basically, that's what you got to think about. What would actually happen if you actually did something like that? If something actually happened here, what would be the consequences of the action? Basically, is what you're thinking. What's thought here. So let's have a look. Okay. So if the opportunity arose, yes, he would, but you got to really look at the truth of the situation that's actually happening. It's basically like you got to look at what would happen if you did. What would be the consequences of the actions, basically? So why do I keep getting the word support here and immersion? It's interesting how this card is stalking us a little bit today. It's about stalking. Just done an extra card here, so just to sort of have a look at sort of what your how do you immerse yourself in the situation? That's what I'm sort of getting about, immersing yourself in and maybe in something else. Maybe it's time to immerse yourself in something else. Maybe it's time to involve yourself with something else. Maybe you need to talk to somebody about how you're feeling or how you can move forward from it. You got to think about, again, the consequences of the actions. What would be, what would happen if you did. So maybe you need a bit of support to sort of move through it. Maybe start looking at something else. Maybe immerse yourself in another hobby or another thought. Maybe involve yourself with someone else. Maybe I just got the words rebound. So maybe it's a rebound guy you need. So yeah. Right. Oh, that's it. That's it, guys. I've been on for over 2 hours. I'm going to have to quit. And anything else will be done Wednesday, which is another 2 days away for me. Yeah, so you got to try thinking about somebody else if you can. Try and a bit of a rebound guy. Maybe Monica might be the way to. If you know it's not going to happen between you both because of conflicts and things like that, maybe it's time to do something else. Okay, guys, I'm really had it. Sorry I didn't answer everyone's question. If you really want your question answered, please put it in the comments down below. Please put it in the comments down below if you really want your question answered. And when I've had some lunch and I've done what I need to do, I will answer them. So yeah, guys, thank you for all the support, everyone. Absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I totally appreciate everyone being here, everyone saying hello, everyone just enjoying, relaxing, chilling out with us. I'm sorry I haven't got to everybody's questions, but if you do want your question answered, please put it in the comment down below after the videos upload, after the videos processed. Okay, so please put it in the comments down below if you want your question answered, or you'll have to wait until my next live. Okay, sorry guys, I try to get to everybody, but time runs out on us. So I'm really sorry. Bye everybody, take care. Blessed be. Thank you to everybody, really appreciate it. That's awesome. Don't forget, if you want to book a private reading with me, go through my Ko-Fi or Fiverr. You'll find the links down below. So don't forget, you can check me out. Go to my channel. You can find out where I am. Okay, take care. Blessed be.